Hello everyone, Mike Rempel from Another Set of Eyes with today's Excel Bytes blog post. Today we're going to take a look at data validation and how you can limit the choices in surveys to just specific quantities of options available to the user. So here's an example of 3 different questionnaires or questions on a survey, and I want to limit the selection numbers to certain things, and we're going to use data validation to accomplish that. So in our first selection, here's our favorite vacation spots, and I have a list of 15 different vacation spots, and I want my user to just mark up to 3. So they can pick any 3, but if they don't have to pick 3, they can pick 1 or 2 or 3. But if they go to more than 3, I want it to generate an error message. So to do that, we're going to use data validation, which is on the data group of the data tab of the ribbon, and in the data tools group, and data validation is what we'll select. And the formula we're going to use there is this formula here, which is counta, and we're going to say from D4 to D18, which is my list here, what I want them to mark their selections, needs to be less than or equal to 3. So what I'm going to do, just because I've already filled out the formula, I'm going to copy that. Then I'm going to highlight the cells I want to put in the data validation, select data validation, and choose custom, and under custom I will paste my formula. Now notice that I've used absolute cell references so that all of them will refer to the same range of D4 to D18 being less than or equal to 3. I'll say OK. Now as my user goes in and selects, say, New York City, Atlantic City, and Boston, if they go to select a 4th, they're going to get an error message that pops up. So they can delete, say, Boston and then select something else, which is fine. But again, if they go to select more than the 3, an error message will pop up. So that's the formula we're going to use for selecting, say, up to 3. And it's counta, and then the range less than or equal to whatever quantity you use there or you want to put there. Here we have a scenario where this is just pick an either or. So basically we're going to use the same structure of formula. In this case, counta H5 to H6, again it's going to be in absolute cell references, are less than or equal to 1. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that formula, highlight the cells I want to put that in, go to data validation, select again custom, paste my formula, say OK, and again they can pick snow skiing, that's fine, but they can't pick both swimming and snow skiing. If they deleted snow skiing, they can pick swimming, but again if they try to pick both, it's going to create an error. So here we have, you can choose up to 3, here is just one or the other. In this scenario it's going to be a little bit different. This one, I want the user and their preferred accommodations to pick any 2 of these or up to 2 of these, or if they don't want to pick that and they want to specify something in the other block, they can't pick any of these. So they have a choice of something in the other field or up to 2 of these. Either one will be valid. So to do that, we used a combination of the OR and the AND functions within Excel. And I'm going to click on that so we can look a little more closely up here. So what we've done is say OR equals OR, and then the first part of the OR, the first variation that we're going to test is AND, that the count A or the counta of J10 to J16, which is this range here, is less than or equal to 2, and that the counta of G18, which is this cell down here, equals 0. Or the other AND function, which is the counta of G18 equals 1, and the counta of J10 to J16 equals 0. So basically we're saying I can pick either this AND function must be true, or this AND function must be true, and within each AND function, both aspects must be true. And in either scenario, then I'll get a true on my data validation. So let's go ahead and copy that. Control C, hit enter. I'm going to highlight those cells, hold down my control key and highlight G18, go up to data validation, and again I'm going to choose custom, and in my formula I'll paste that, say OK, and now I can pick motels, I can pick camping, but if I go to pick a third, it won't let me. I can delete that, or if I've already selected two of those, if I go to put something down in the other, again, I'm going to get an error message. But if I clear out those, I can put something down in the other, that's fine, but then I can't select anything in those preferred accommodations up here. So it gives me a choice of either these two AND conditions or these two AND conditions, but we have to be either one can be true but not both. And using the countif function with and or there, or the countif functions here, will allow you to control how your users can select certain quantities on a survey. And there you have it. Hope it's useful to you. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to see more, please visit my website, excel-bytes.com, and I hope you subscribe. Happy excelling.